Cody Rhodes' WWE update. Jacob Fatu forms his own bloodline. Condolences to former WWE star Summer Rae. Jake the Snake Roberts provides a health update after his heart surgery. Hulk Hogan's new company fails miserably. AEW mimics WWE's Prime partnership with a new deal. John Cena refuses to address WWE Fan backlash until December. John Cena running for president of the United States. John Cena responds to supporting Vince McMahon amidst his legal troubles. The Rock and John Cena facing each other again soon. Let's dive right in. Jacob Fatu forms his own bloodline. Imagine a twist that shakes the WWE to its core. At Backlash, Jeff Cobb stormed in, making his debut and helping Jacob Fatu keep his United States Championship in a wild fatal four-way match against Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, and Damian Priest. But here's the catch. Jacob, the Samoan werewolf, didn't seem thrilled about Cobb's surprise appearance. It looks like Solo Sikoa was the one pulling the strings, not Jacob. The crowd is roaring with excitement as Solo seems to be building a new version of his bloodline, and Jacob's not happy about it. If Jacob and Solo split, it's easy to see Jacob forming his own bloodline. Here are 4 WWE superstars he could recruit to stand by his side, including 2 stars who've been out of action, a giant, and someone Jacob already knows well. Number 1, Tomatanga, and number 2, Tongaoa. The injured brothers could ditch Solo Sikoa for the Samoan werewolf. Tomatanga is one of WWE's wildest stars. He's known for his strange habits like shouting "yeah, yeah, yeah" during matches, which makes him both unpredictable and deadly. When he joined WWE, he left Kevin Owens battered and later won tag team gold. His brother Tongaoa isn't new to WWE either. Years ago, he went by Camacho and, like Tama, held tag team titles. Right now, both brothers are sidelined with injuries. Before they got hurt, they were part of Solo Sikoa's new bloodline. Most would expect them to stay loyal to Solo, but that's not set in stone. Tama has seen Solo's sneaky, controlling ways up close. With Jeff Cobb's sudden arrival shaking things up, Tama and Tonga might decide to back Jacob instead, trusting the Samoan werewolf over Solo's schemes. Number 3. Lance Anoi and Jacob Fatu have history outside WWE. Lance Anoi, son of Samu, is a true member of the Bloodline family. At 33, he's been wrestling for about 15 years, mostly on the US indie scene with promotions like MLW and GCW. He signed with WWE last year but hasn't appeared on TV yet, likely due to an injury shortly after joining. If Lance is healed and ready, he could be a perfect fit for Jacob's bloodline. Out of everyone here, Lance makes the most sense for Jacob to recruit. The two work together on the indie scene as part of a new Samoan SWAT team with Juicy Finau. They're close, which means Jacob can likely trust Lance. In a family feud, that trust is everything. Plus, with a powerhouse like Jeff Cobb to face, Lance could be the backup Jacob needs. Number 4, Hiko could stand tall with Jacob Fatu. Hiko could become one of WWE's scariest stars. With Braun Strowman gone and almost rarely used, Hiko's massive size could make him the tallest and strongest wrestler if he debuts soon. He's already tied to the bloodline as the younger, bigger brother of Tomatanga and Tongaoa. While he's less experienced, he's been sharpening his skills for years. If Tama and Tonga side with Jacob, it's likely Hiko would join them to support the Samoan werewolf. But even if the brothers don't, Jacob could still recruit Hiko on his own. The bloodline thrives on family drama, so a clash involving Tama, Tonga, Hiko, and Solo feels just as possible as Jacob and Solo's feud. Condolences to former WWE star Summer Rae. The wrestling world is feeling the weight of a heavy moment. Former WWE superstar Summer Rae, whose real name is Danielle Monet, shared devastating news on social media about her grandmother's passing. Summer joined WWE in 2011 and left in October 2017. She made a brief return at the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble, but hasn't wrestled since. Now 41, she opened up on Instagram stories with a touching message about her grandmother, whom she called Mime, describing the deep pain of losing someone so close who meant the world to her. She plans to throw herself into work to cope, but the grief will linger. Mime passed away yesterday. I'm so heartbroken. I know she lived such a long, amazing life, but it doesn't make it any easier. This is super hard for me. She was my best friend, but also the first thing I thought about when I woke up. I called her twice a day. Was in charge of everything for her. So it's gonna be a tough transition. I have a really exciting work weekend coming up, then swim week, so I'll jump back into work, I'll get back on Instagram. But deep down it'll be there, she wrote. Danielle shared that the past 6 months have been brutal, with the loss of 2 family members hitting her hard. I've been through tremendous loss and grief in the last 6 months. Half of my family has died. That's kinda crazy to think about. But I know God has a plan for me, and both my father and grandmother passing is a part of that somehow, she added. She explained she held off sharing the news on Instagram for 2 weeks to grieve privately, but felt ready to open up. In a separate chat with Justin Dillon of the Wrestling Classic, Summer Rae spoke about loving John Cena's recent heel turn on WWE TV. She said it was a big deal because it came after 20 years of him being a hero, showing the power of a long-term story. Jake the Snake Roberts provides a health update after his heart surgery. The wrestling world held its breath as Jake the Snake Roberts went through heart ablation surgery earlier today. The WWE Hall of Famer and AEW manager shared a positive update on Twitter just after 5 p.m. ET, posting a photo of himself giving a thumbs up from his hospital bed. "I'm out of surgery, recovering well, and feeling good," Roberts tweeted. "Appreciate everyone who prayed and gave their words of encouragement. Back in action again soon. Trust me." Before the surgery, Roberts' wife, Cheryl, asked fans to keep the wrestling icon in their prayers. This health scare is one of many for Roberts, who has fought through serious challenges like COPD, diabetes, and past struggles with substance abuse. Despite these hurdles, he's shown incredible strength, often praising Diamond Dallas Page and DDP Yoga for helping him rebuild his life. Inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2014, Roberts has become a key figure in AEW, guiding and mentoring younger wrestlers. With this latest health issue looking manageable, he's already eager to return to AEW. Do you think Jake the Snake Roberts has another comeback in him, or should he take a step back from the ring? Hulk Hogan's new company fails miserably. Hulk Hogan, a WWE icon, recently launched his new wrestling promotion, Real American Freestyle, with big dreams of creating the next generation of superstars. But the project is already struggling to win over respected wrestling journalist Bill Apter. While Hogan is hyping up the promotion, the style of wrestling he's pushing doesn't seem to click with Apter. Though details are unclear, Real American Freestyle might feature unscripted matches, which Apter isn't excited about. On this week's episode of Unscripted, the veteran journalist shared his thoughts on Hogan's new venture. So this is something that I probably, with my interest level, probably won't be something that I will run to see. I am just at scripted professional wrestling, that's my love. I don't know if the endorsing of Hogan and Eric Bischoff will mean tons of buy this. I don't know. There is still a lot of Hogan haters out there, and he knows it, Apter said. AEW mimics WWE's Prime partnership with a new deal. All Elite Wrestling just unveiled a fresh partnership with eDrink, crowning the productivity drink as AEW's official beverage. This move mirrors WWE's big 2023 deal with Prime, but AEW is carving its own path. eDrink's branding will splash across AEW's shows on TBS, TNT, and Max, plus several pay-per-view events. WWE's Prime partnership, backed by Logan Paul and KSI, made waves with its logo at WrestleMania and Money in the Bank, even featuring Paul with a Prime bottle mascot in the ring. AEW's eDrink deal shifts the focus to mental sharpness, with its logo set to appear inside the ring and on live broadcasts of Dynamite, Collision, and PPVs. At iDrink, we believe peak performance starts with a clear mind, which is why we created the first-of-its-kind productivity drink that enhances focus and endurance without caffeine or stimulants, said eDrink CEO Norbert Vergez. Teaming up with AEW, where mental and physical precision are everything, just makes sense. The deal will involve AEW stars, though names are still under wraps. Unlike Prime's focus on physical hydration for WWE, iDrink's stimulant-free formula targets mental clarity, aiming to stand out in a sea of energy drinks. Can AEW's iDrink partnership rival the success of WWE's Prime deal? John Cena refuses to address WWE fan backlash until December. John Cena is staying tight-lipped about the storm of fan backlash he's facing in WWE, teasing a big reveal once his current storyline ends. In a recent Us Weekly interview, Cena was pressed about his earlier remarks on feeling bullied by fans, but kept his answer short and cryptic. I want to be clear with, you you just had a real question, which I appreciate," Cena said. "What you're seeing on WWE is sports entertainment." Sure. Okay. So, and I'm not going to give you any spoilers because I think we got a really good season of TV going on. I'll have a much better answer for that in December when I'm all done. Cena's shift to a heel role on WWE TV has sparked a firestorm, with fans flooding social media to slam his actions and debate what's real versus scripted. By hinting at a fuller explanation in December, Cena has left everyone guessing about what he'll say when his storyline wraps. Is Cena nailing the heel role too well, or is he just guarding the plot? John Cena running for president of the United States. John Cena is putting a stop to whispers about him running for president, making it clear he's staying out of politics for now. In a recent Us Weekly interview, Cena was asked if he'd ever consider a real-life presidential campaign, especially since he's playing a fictional US president in the upcoming buddy action comedy Hez State. "This is a movie, and I'm playing a role in a buddy action comedy," Cena said. "I just happen to wear a suit and say my character's in the Oval Office. I think that's about as far as we can take that." When pushed further, Cena dodged the question and shifted focus to his film, saying, I hope you see the movie on Amazon Prime Video. It's Hez State. Is fantastic." Cena's currently stirring things up as a heel on WWE TV, a big change from his heroic image over the years. But when it comes to jumping into real-world politics, he's keeping his distance from the actual Oval Office. Would you vote for John Cena if he ever ran for president? John Cena responds to supporting Vince McMahon amidst his legal troubles. John Cena is holding his ground after catching heat for supporting Vince McMahon amid serious legal troubles. In a recent Us Weekly interview, the WWE star tackled the criticism he faced for saying he wholeheartedly loves McMahon, despite the ongoing lawsuits against the former WWE boss. "Everybody's entitled to their opinion, just like I'm entitled to have an emotional connection to somebody," Cena said. "I don't hold anybody or how they feel or what they view as permissible or things that'll make them angry, happy, excited, sad. That's their right as a human being. I'm not surprised about any of that." The controversy stems from a federal lawsuit filed by former WWE employee Janelle Grant against McMahon, WWE, and John Laurinaitis in a Connecticut court, alleging sexual assault and sex trafficking. Grant claimed McMahon abused his power to pressure her into sexual encounters and arranged meetings with other influential figures. Before WrestleMania 41, Cena told the New York Times he still wholeheartedly loves McMahon, sparking outrage among fans and the wrestling world. "I don't care who hears it. I love Vince," Cena said in the interview. "I'm not downplaying anything that needs to be decided or allegations of any kind, but when I love somebody, I love them wholeheartedly. I know people are going to be angry about that, but they can't put their value on my relationship with somebody I love." The backlash led Us Weekly to ask Cena to clarify, prompting his latest comments on respecting others' feelings while standing by his own. This unfolds as WWE grapples with negative attention from the Grant lawsuit. Roman Reigns, in a separate interview, called the situation embarrassing and said he hopes Grant feels safe and protected after speaking out. Should John Cena have voiced his support for Vince McMahon or stayed silent amid the allegations? The Rock and John Cena facing each other again soon. The WWE Universe is buzzing with anticipation as The Rock, absent since Elimination Chamber 2025, might make an explosive return to clash with John Cena this summer. Former WWE star Jonathan Coachman dropped the bombshell on the Coach and Bro Show, revealing a source tipped him off about the two icons crossing paths soon. On top of that, I have it on good authority. Who haven't we seen? Who's been taking all of the stray bullets when it comes to, "Oh, you threw Triple H under the bus. You're nowhere to be found." Who is that? The Rock, Coachman said. And I have it on good authority that Cena and The Rock will cross paths in one way or another by the end of the summer. The hype follows Cena's shocking heel turn at Elimination Chamber, where he sided with The Rock and attacked Cody Rhodes after Rhodes rejected The Rock's offer to team up. The drama peaked at WrestleMania 41, with Cena defeating Rhodes. Since then, The Rock has stayed out of sight. Coachman also pointed out Cena's uneasy expression after defending the undisputed WWE Championship against Randy Orton at Backlash, hinting it could lead to a huge tag team match this summer. Will The Rock and Cena's next encounter shake WWE to its core? Cody Rhodes' WWE update. Cody Rhodes vanished from WWE screens after dropping the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41. But a new report suggests the beloved star might be back in action soon. The 39-year-old SmackDown standout reportedly took a break for personal reasons, but his time away could be short-lived. In an exclusive Q&A on Sports Key to Wrestle Binge, WrestleVotes revealed that Cody Rhodes is set to appear at Money in the Bank 2025 on June 7th in Los Angeles. I do believe he's still scheduled to be a part of the Money in the Bank show. Don't know if he's wrestling. Don't know if that's when his return will happen, but as far as I know, he will be in Los Angeles for that PLE, he said. Cody has also advertised for an upcoming episode of WWE SmackDown, hinting he could return in time for the Money in the Bank event. The WWE Universe is eager to see what Triple H has planned for the company's golden boy. Will Cody target John Cena to derail his record-breaking 17th World Championship run? It seems WWE has big plans to reignite their rivalry, picking up right where they left off.